Are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Please be very careful. And text me when you get home.
Okay, I will.
Good night. Baby, is everything okay?
Ev, I'm so sorry. I'm at the 7-Eleven that's right by your house, and I don't think I can make it home. I may need to go to the emergency room.
Okay, sit tight. I'll be right there.
Okay.
See you soon.
Okay. I had no idea what was wrong with me. For as long as I can remember, I have been the patient. I have been in a doctor's office with health issue after health issue. In high school, it was back problems, and now when I got to college, it became all these GI symptoms. I just started seeing a doctor, and they didn't know what was wrong with me, so I saw another doctor and another doctor and another, and then it really took a turn, and I continually ended up in the emergency room, being tested and poked and prodded, and then I went to the Mayo Clinic for 10 days because we thought, of all people, they would know what was wrong with me, and they didn't. They thought I was crazy. Sent me to a psychologist there. And it's like, how do you reconcile in your mind and like make yourself feel like a sane person when the medical professional has told you you're crazy, but like in your body, you literally can't move or you can't do a thing. You can't even take a deep breath without it hurting.
Emma's illness did affect our relationship a lot. When someone has something like this, where they're in pain all the time, it bleeds into every area of your life. You know, I tried my best to move forward with things, and I got Dad's blessing, and I got a ring, and set a date to propose. And as much as I wanted to just take steps and hope for the best, the darkness that we felt was just so heavy and so oppressive. I knew she was not okay, and it got to a point where I was not okay either. And I did my best to take care of her and to be there for her, but the weight was too heavy, and so we had to wait, which was incredibly hard.
So after 3 to 4 years of misdiagnosis, chronic pain, being dismissed by doctors, being turned away, all sorts of things, I finally saw my family doctor at home, Dr. Lopez, and she said, hey, you might have this thing called endometriosis.
The ripple effect is crazy, that this disease and what it takes from people needlessly it's not okay. It's not okay for women to be suffering. It's not okay for their families to be suffering because the women in their lives are suffering from this disease and they don't even know it. And she would call on a bad day and be in tears, and I would say, I am so sorry. And she would say, she would say, "It's okay." And I would say, "No, it's not. It's not okay for you to be in such pain and in bed and missing out on some of the best years of your life. It's not okay."
It's hard to underestimate and underappreciate. Because seeing your child suffer, especially your favorite daughter, suffer, it's hard. It's really hard. It'd be easier, and we told her this all the time, to suffer ourselves than to take it from her. But we can't. We couldn't. And we all have a path to walk, and it's God's way of drawing us all ultimately closer to Him.
So it's been a long road with this, clearly. As much as I wanted to be better, and much as I want there to be awareness about endometriosis and it not to be so hard to diagnose, for women to know what's wrong with their body a lot earlier on than I did or many others do. I want people to know the good that's come from it, the good that I've experienced and learned through all of this. I think that suffering reminds us of our humanness, and that's a really good thing. We're not invincible. We're people. We're broken. We hurt, we ache, we cry. And it's just proof of the fragility of life. It's humbling and it's hard, but it's beautiful and it's freeing at the same time, that you're not alone in your suffering. There is a God that knows what it is to weep and to bleed and to suffer and to not want to be going through what He's going through. Christ knows this hurt, and Christ knows this anguish and this despair that I feel. Yet He also hoped, and I also got to hope. Like, to those who are suffering, you're human. And so are the rest of us. People want to care for other people. And so let people in. You can just rest, and you can be. And you can find joy and life in those moments, even if it's something you're going to deal with forever. I really believe that good can be found in everything.